I would just say that I'm someone who is living a second chance, someone who is handpicked by God, and everything that you see as a product of that, I can't take the credit for it. No man can take the credit for it. Only he can take the credit for it. Hi, my name is Pierre St. Bryce. I am 27 years old. I'm from Douglasville, Georgia. Been at 2819 for about 2 years now. I first came to 2819 in March of 2024, the end of March 2024. And the Lord's just been doing mighty moves since then. Before, I would have never thought I'd be here doing what I'm doing. The Lord's hand is on everything. He's breathing on everything. I'm truly just blessed to be where I am at. And I just can't wait to see what the Lord continues to do. What led me to getting baptized in 2025, everything that happened just from my childhood, adolescent years, teenage years, up to being an adult, the Lord had his hand on it. Everything, he orchestrated everything. I remember as a child, my dad was a pastor, and we in church every Sunday. We in church Wednesdays. We do Bible study at the house. We doing it. And I remember when I got baptized at around 7, I did it because I knew that's what you were supposed to do. I didn't do it because it was a choice for myself. I didn't do it because I had an understanding of the Lord. I did it because we in church. At the end of the gatherings, people come down, they get their life to Christ, and they get baptized a few weeks later. So I did it because I knew that's what I was supposed to do. But that was a cognitive thing. My mind was in that. My heart wasn't in that. In middle school, that's when I started playing football. And that was like the first thing that I was good at. My dad was good at preaching. My mom's a teacher. My sisters were good in class and education. I was good at football. So that's what I put my heart into. I put my heart into football. At that time, I didn't say the Lord has blessed me, but I said, hey man, I've been like blessed with the ability to play football for real. So I said, like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm a football player. On December 16th, 2015, I was in a car accident. We got hit head on. I was in the back seat and I suffered a spinal cord injury. The person who hit us, he actually passed away at the scene. It was a bad car accident. Like, if you see the picture, the cars look like soda cans. Like they were literally crumpled up. I remember when I first woke up, I thought we got pulled over because like I blacked out. So I thought we got pulled over. Didn't know what happened. I saw like the lights. So I was like, what's going on? And so then I heard my friends in the front, they were like, fire, it's a fire. So the engine was on fire. So the first thing that you think about when you hear about a fire is you think the car finna blow up. So I'm like, oh, I gotta get out this car. The car finna blow. And I tried to move, couldn't move. So instantly I just knew that something had happened. So I thought that my legs were like, something was on my legs. Nothing was on my legs. So I knew then, I'm like, man, something happened. And then I remember I had to wait, had to get cut out the car, and they took us to Grady Hospital. And like I blacked out again. We went into surgery. I came to, and they told me I suffered a spinal cord injury. The Lord, he saved me that day. I also suffered I had internal bleeding too that day. And I had to get surgery on my stomach, had to get surgery on my back. I was at Grady for like 2 weeks. And then I went to the Shepherd Center. So naturally, I was depressed for sure. I went through a lot of depression because like I said, I was a football player. That's all I knew. So when I suffered a spinal cord injury, my ability to play football was taken away. So all I knew, like my whole world basically was taken away. And I remember in the therapy process, I was wondering, like, when we gonna start walking again? When we gonna start walking again? But I did not have like the knowledge of what a spinal cord injury was. My journey that led me into getting baptized was step one, just um, confessing my faith in Jesus Christ. Then the Lord orchestrated the ability for me to be on the team. So I was on street team first with evangelism. Then I joined 2019 teens, which then became formation kids, and which then became me being in the institute. So as you can see, the Lord, like, he's just been breathing on this thing. And again, I feel like everything that I do, the Lord has shown me that everything that I do is for his glory. And that's one of the things about walking this walk. It's not something that, it's a private walk, but it's also a public walk. So there are things that happen privately that publicly we have to proclaim so that God can get the glory. It's like, if I just kept everything closeted, how would he get the glory for that? How would people be drawn in? So from people that I grew up with, high school, middle school, elementary school, people who I worked with, people who I met after school, I was like, baptism is something that has to be done so that people can see that I'm truly walking with the Lord for real. I posted the Bible scriptures, I repost the sermons, but that baptism, that outward display of, hey, I'm with the Lord, old me is dead, new me is here, is something that I truly felt I had to do, because I did get baptized when I was younger. When I was younger, it was a religious act, and it was just something that I knew to do at that point. But this was something that I chose. This is something that the Lord led me into. So that is what led me in getting baptized.